Hello, Eagle Adventure friends. I'm Eagle Educator Mr. Jayden, and today we will be visiting Paige Farms, where we will meet Miss Natalie. Miss Natalie is the owner of Paige Farms.
Hi everybody, I'm Natalie. Here at Paige Farms we raise La Mancha dairy goats, and today I'm going to show you around the farm. We're going to make some goat cheese and just show you the day-to-day life of what happens at a dairy farm. I got into goats after I did a little traveling and ate some goat cheese. I was an art history major at Oklahoma State University, and my in-laws were looking to purchase some land, and so they purchased this farm in 2013, and there was a house and a barn on it, and I thought, I'm not going to be an art history major anymore. I'm going to be a goat farmer. I just started studying everything I could about goats and dairy goats. I took some ag classes with the last of my electives. I found a mentor in Guthrie that was willing to let me come make all my mistakes on her farm, and a year later I purchased some goats. Right now we have 18 adults and probably 10 kids. The La Mancha dairy goat breed is a relatively new breed of animal. At the World's Fair in Paris, they showcased an animal that was a short-eared goat from La Mancha, Spain. A woman in California decided that she wanted to bring that breed back and have it be a well-known breed. And so she started breeding for shorter and shorter-eared goats. And by 1960, they had established the La Mancha dairy goat breed. They're really known for their butter fat content and their protein content. They have a good high quality butter fat, a good capacity, meaning they create a lot of milk, and they're just a hardy breed overall. They do have ears, they can hear fine. We do a couple of things to maintain their short ears because the ear canal can be not as straight as a breed with long ears. We just sort of make sure they don't get ear infections, just sort of wipe their ears down occasionally if they're getting gunky. I spend every day with them. Being a goat farmer is not a job you get to take off. So getting to go out every day and be with my animals, and they really enjoy being around people. So they're very happy to come sit by you. If you're having a bad day or anything like that, they're definitely willing to come cheer you up. The mix that they get on this stand has the beet pulp and the whole oats and the pellets in it too. I also like to mix in black oil sunflower seeds in that mix sometimes, but goats like all things. Goats like everything. We don't give any extra treats or anything like that to our goats. They love tree branches. That's as much of a treat that they get. They enjoy tree branches quite a bit. We milk the goats twice a day. We try to milk them 12 hours apart. Modern day farmers don't have to come up when the sun comes up and go to bed when the sun goes down. You can kind of make the animals work on your schedule with electricity. I'm kind of a night person anyways, so I milk my goats at like 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. This is Hilda. She is a 6-year-old La Mancha doe. She is one of my heaviest producers, and we're going to milk her today. And our wash water is just a very mild bleach soapy water mixture. Make sure to wring my rag out because you don't want it to be too wet or your hands will be slipping off your teats. Make sure to wash your udder well, both sides, front and back. Wash your tummy a little bit so you don't get any extra hairs or dirt in your milk bucket. And also, it's very important to wash your hands so that you don't transfer any bacteria that you have on your hands to your goat. This is my milking bucket. And I pinch her teat with my thumb and my forefinger to pinch off the top of her teat. And then I use the rest of my fingers to squeeze out the milk. And I'll continue like that until it is empty. A lot of our goats start milking when they're about a year old. And then they can milk for up to 10 years. Then we massage the udder a little bit to help her let down more milk. It's something the babies would typically do. They punch the udder. And so we just kind of give her a massage and give her a shake and say, we're still hungry, give us some more milk. Then we go back in and we milk a little bit more. And then the last step when milking by hand is putting some sort of teat dip on so that it seals the teat orifice and keeps bacteria from getting in their udders. So the milk will flow through these inflators, through the hoses, and into the jar. The jar has a filter system in it. And this line is a vacuum line, so it's creating the vacuum that creates the pulsation that makes the inflators squeeze. With our goat's milk, we do lots of stuff. We drink it. We also make soap with our milk. We make lotion with our milk. We make cheese. We make ice cream. We've made yogurt in the past. It's not something we make a lot. And we also dehydrate it and put it in other products like bath salts and stuff like that.
We've just finished feeding and milking the goats, and now Miss Natalie is going to tell us how to make goat cheese. And this goat cheese is pronounced chèvre. We're
going to make some fresh goat cheese from our milk that we got today. And our first step will be heating the goat cheese up to 86 degrees because that's the best temperature to culture our rennet at. So we'll go ahead and pour our goat's milk here. I'll let you do that, Jayden. Go ahead and pour the goat's milk into the bowl. We have about a gallon of goat's milk here. And then we're gonna pop that on our burner. Make sure that's on. And then we're gonna monitor it very closely because it's a very small temperature window that we have. So we'll just give it some gentle stirring. And I'll let you be the man with the thermometer. We're looking for 86 degrees. Stir. And goat's milk is good for you for all sorts of reasons, but it's naturally high in vitamin A and D. It is very fatty, so you want to indulge in it sparingly. Our goat's milk runs about between 3 and 4% butter fat, so much higher than your regular 2% that you're getting from a grocery store. And milk is, when you're cooking with milk, you want to make sure to stir pretty frequently because it can scorch very easily. So when you're making milk or heating up milk for whatever you're making, cheese, yogurt, anything, you want to make sure that you stir it frequently. And classically, sherbet is made with an unpasteurized milk, so that's what we're using today. Jayden, would you like to check the temperature again?
Yes.
And cheese making there's a science to it, like baking or anything else. When you're cooking, small numbers, small differences make a difference. Because one time I did it and the temperature was off and I made cottage cheese accidentally.
Okay, it's like almost at 85, so get there slowly.
Okay, so now that we're at 86 degrees, we're gonna remove our milk from the burner and turn our burner off. And then we're going to add our rennet, or our culture. And so, I'll let you do this. Just kind of shake it down, just tear the edge, and you're gonna dump that whole package into there. Just give it a good shake it all there. And now we let the culture rehydrate for 2 minutes. So we're gonna set our timer for 2 minutes. All right, our 2 minutes is up. And now we need to stir for 2 minutes. So I'll go ahead and let you stir as well. You wanna try to get, not kind of stir towards the bottom and get all that culture mixed in there, but you don't wanna get a lot of air in it. And then for the last 30 seconds, you'll wanna just kind of stir just the top portion of the cheese. All right, now, some rough stirring. And now we cover this with plastic wrap and it will sit on the counter at 72 degrees for 12 to 24 hours. 24 hours later, you have something like this, which is curds and whey. So if you can see in there, down there is the curds and here's the whey, and we're going to pour the whey off. We have another bowl here, our strainer, and we're gonna line it with this muslin. Just want to make a nice little bed for your cheese in there. And then you're going to pour off as much whey as you can before you cut your curds, just because it makes it a little easier when straining. And so there's our cheese curds. And then we're gonna take a knife, and Jayden, I'll let you do this part. You're just gonna cut all of the curds into little squares. So just do big stripes, big lines across the whole thing. Perfect, you're doing perfect. All right, so now we're gonna take our curds and what's left of our whey and we're gonna pour it right into our muslin. And we will go ahead and let that strain. And we're gonna return it to our other bowl over here, so it's not sitting in the way. We should be able to hang it out right there. Now I like to throw the rest of the muslin over the top, and then it'll sit like that for another at least 24 hours in the refrigerator. So we'll return this to the refrigerator, and after 24 hours, so here we have our goat cheese, unsalted. And we just take it and pour it into a bowl and get it prepared for salting. And we mix it up a little bit. And it's ready to eat. Here's the spoon, and I'll let you go ahead and stir that up. And I will grab our salt. I like to do about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt for what was a gallon of milk. It ends up being about 16.4 ounces. After you got the salt incorporated, we like to put it in a little package. This is about 8 ounces of goat cheese. goat cheese you made all by yourself.
Thank you, Miss Natalie.
You're welcome. You can find me most Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Stillwater Farmers Market, selling my lotions and soaps. We're also open for if anybody has a large group of people and they want to come out and experience the goat life, they can contact us and we'll have people out at the farm.